Hello, welcome to another episode of Oh Hey Can You See? It's been a while, of course, but given the state of our country and the world, haven't really been sure what to say and how to even approach it. But I realized at this point, not saying anything or waiting for that goal or that right moment or for genius to strike or whatever. Um, I'm never going to do it. So here we are. I've got quite a bit to say. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be cleaning up while we clear out. All right. So, fascism. Fascism is the theme of 2025, not just here, across the world. There are actually like international courts, like international folks, boards, all of the things like that. Can't I don't even know, but they're stating that it is happening all over, um, and people are just going on about their lives like pre 2020. Like it is just insane to me, especially as someone who's part of the trans, intersex, queer community who has been experiencing high levels of aggression, microaggression, being treated like an other, being treated like my existence shouldn't be, and that I should just, unalive myself, which is literally what I did 6 times, attempted 6 times before I even started transitioning. So to me, it's really crazy, crazy, crazy that there was a period of my life where everyone was telling me like, don't do it, you have so much to live for. Yeah, live for what? Like, y'all, it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Like the whole situation around our legislation and our government and the fact that people have been wanting to say the quiet part out loud as far as racism, transphobia, homophobia, xenophobia, all the phobias, like, are now saying it with their full ass chest, while the rest of us are trying to say with our full ass chest that we're not going to fucking put up with it. But I am so sick of people when I try to talk about these things telling me, "Oh, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Oh, I don't I have other things that I have to worry about, so I just don't even, I'm not educated enough, so I don't really feel like I should speak on that." Bullshit. It's bullshit. You don't have to be educated to know something that is wrong is wrong. Like you don't have to be so complacent in your ability to educate yourself or to ask other people for education, people who are affected by it, instead of like shooing us away like we're bringing you down. Like, I am so sick of people, acquaintances, people I work with, friends, constantly forgetting themselves around me and thinking that they can try me with their attitudes and their inability to process their or regulate their own emotions or the projections. Like, I'm so sick of hearing about other people's turmoil when it comes to money or to relationships or to their job. And if I try to have conversations about it, it's just shut down or that's just how it is. There's like no way for people to even consider that it's temporary and to move forward. And yet, why am I the one who is facing for the last 4 years and continues to face every time I go into a public space ridicule, discrimination, being treated like an other still, like to the point where I don't even want to leave the house. Like none of y'all are in a place that I'm aware of from the people that I interact with or I have interacted with, are in a space where like you're literally about ready to just stop leaving the house, stop having friendships, stop putting yourself in situations where you have to hold space for people. Like I'm not saying, obviously, we're like so far involved and responsible and have moved in, like, with our markets, is what I'm trying to get to, right? Like, we put almost 4 years into markets and trying to build something in our business when it takes other people who are not queer much less time, and not what makes it even worse is we sat here and we built this lane for ourselves and then just watched vultures come and pick and pick and pick. And then we still showed grace by being like, we're not gatekeeping. They can go where they would like to go. We're not, if you don't want to be here at the market for whatever reason, not enough business, you don't like the guests, like the venues, whatever, cool, figure it out. But the fact that they'll come in and steal our ideas on how we register people, they steal our vendors. You know what I mean? It's just like, why? Like, why can't you do the work like we did the work to get to this point and had to do it 3 times as long? Like, and we're still not in a space where it's like secure. Like, our venues, not that a couple of them would, but our venues could literally one day just be like, all right, we're just not going to do the market anymore. Or they could get sold, or they could go under. That's not going to happen, please. But it's like we're 3 years of work could just go, and we're not in any shape, way, or form like ahead of financially. Like, haven't been able to pay our rent by ourselves for over a year, haven't been able to pay our utilities, haven't been able to pay our phone bill, our insurance, haven't been able to pay anything. And thankfully, like, my in-laws and Chris's family, they have been very helpful and very supportive because they see the markets, they see the vision, they see how much time and efforts and how much pushback we've gotten and are part of the whole history of it. And the fact that I even have parental units who are like in some shape or form inspired and want to help, like, with the building of my dreams and our dreams, is like, never had that. Like, I could barely get my dad to pay for school outfits, like, or school pictures or anything to do with anything that wasn't like whatever food he gave us and whatever clothes he put on our backs. Like, didn't have any of that. Like, so to have all of that and to still not be seeing it where we know it could be because of the fact that we're a queer couple. So it is harder for us. We don't have the privilege to just walk up into every single space or to not have people who, have like, gotcha, even with my transness, like, why do I need to out myself to every single person? It's not safe. It in no way is going to help our market. And yet, sometimes people get this like gotcha moment. They feel gotcha happen to them. Like, oh, you should have told me that you were. So, would that have changed you coming and setting up then? Or you coming and shopping at the market? Because our number one rule is that we're inclusive of everybody and we don't allow hate speech for anybody at the market. Are these expectations that we should have on us in our personal lives? No. Why? Because we encounter it every single day, Monday through Thursday, not just Friday through Sunday, when we still encounter the hate and the discrimination and all of that. And just in the last month, at two of our markets, we've had situations with people that got to the point where we had to ban them from the market. And it did cause us to lose some vendors because, of the situation. And to them, I say, like, go, like I just said, you know. What we had to do after weeks of trying to diffuse the situation and handle it, to the point of where, like, now we're physically being touched and we're having some man be aggressive and then having other white cis people jumping to his aid, having no idea about the situation. And then after 4 years of not having a single reaction like that in any of our four markets, now about to be five markets, and all of a sudden we're hateful, we're not safe, we're aggressive. Like, there was nothing aggressive on our end. other than raising our voice to get someone to back up. And I didn't even raise my voice. You know, I held firm because I realized that like one of us needed to be grounded, but it was months of having to put up with this person and him doing some really like creepy stuff to employees at the venue, to some of our vendors, like to us, you know. So it's really, I'm just really at the point where like I just I just want to say fuck people. Like like and this is me coming from years of like we gotta raise the frequency, we gotta help people, we gotta open people's eyes, we gotta awaken people, we gotta interact with people so that it'll change their hearts. And like after the election, I realized like all of that was me just bargaining because I had grief knowing where we were headed to in this country. I've known for 9 years, I've been talking about Trump and what he is and the comparison of him to Hitler. And people have looked at me crazy up until where we're at now. So if I seem a little, "Bleh," it's because for 9 years, nobody wanted to freaking listen. And then as a trans person, you would think people would have listened, but no. They just got too busy on worrying about what I got down there, or whether or not I'm a groomer or pedophile, or whether I'm going to go in and aggressively attack women in women's spaces, or any of that. Instead of just like listening to the trans person. The whole thing's bullshit, y'all. This whole situation is bullshit, and I'm fucking done. Don't care whose feelings get hurt. I don't care who wants to walk out the door. I say, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, because I'm done officially. I've had it.